I'm Linda, and I live in Satellite Beach, Florida. I have been a hoarder for a while. When we moved here in '94, so I started collecting some things and trying to give them to people, but nobody wants this crap. When I walk into my house, I do think, oh my God, all this stuff. And still I go out and buy more and just throw it on the pile. Out of sight, out of mind. I have all kinds of things. Clothes. I love clothes. I love jewelry. I have a lot of ceramic, a lot of beautiful collectible things. They're valuable. I'm always in this fantasy world of, thinking I'm going to be able to display them and live in a nice place. And I guess that's in the back of my head, even though reality, I know that that's not what I'm going home to. Of accumulating all this and doing it for so long and having so much. It's not a good feeling. It's a good thing to feel like you've got this great deal and it's something so nice when you buy it, but then it fades. A few seconds of feeling good and then gone.
I'm Zach. I'm Linda's son. Unfortunately, yes, my mother is a hoarder. Been a struggle at least my whole life. Today, my mom's house is it's in ruin. When you walk in, there's a little cleared space in the living room that I cleaned up recently, but you don't have to go very far before you're climbing up a mountain of garbage to every corner, end of the house, everywhere, kitchen, walking on a pile of garbage and cans, hallway, you get elevated, then you try to go to my room and you're so elevated that your head's basically touching the ceiling. It's just overwhelming.
I'm Scott, I'm 60 years old, and I used to be married to Linda. I came in there one time to find her sleeping underneath a blanket. She would, because there were bugs running around everywhere on top of this stuff, and she had laid a sheet out on top of the pile in the room where she was staying in, and then she would cover herself up with another sheet, I guess, to keep bugs from running over top of her. That's when I found her in that most horrible condition, and said, you can't live here. You cannot stay in this. There's no way.
I'm Mackenzie, and I am Zach's fiance. Zach and I were concerned about many hazards. We weren't sure how well the electric was working. We didn't know where she was going to the bathroom. We saw what she was walking on and had no idea what she could possibly be sleeping on. And it finally came to term where we were like, she can't stay here. We saw that she had a really bad cough and she was having difficulty walking. She just didn't look like she was okay, like she was feeling okay. And we said, we might not have a lot of space, but it's safer and we can monitor her physical condition if she's with us. Recently, code enforcement has gotten onto Linda about the foliage and coverage of the house and the fact that it has not been maintained, and about the condition of the front of the house and the state that it looks in.
I went to my boyfriend's condo. Somebody opened the door, he had somebody in there with him, and it made me very upset, and I was yelling at him and he was yelling at me and he hit me, and that's how the eye injury occurred, which blocked out my vision. It affected me psychologically very seriously because I never took my vision for granted. Even the doctor that I was sent to wasn't very sympathetic or kind to me. He didn't even tell me that I was thinking that maybe it was going to heal, and it was a tear in the center of the vision, so it was never going to heal. I had carried him for about 3 months and looking forward to having, very much looking so excited. I found myself in the hospital all of a sudden. They're delivering this very premature baby. At the time, wasn't any kind of machines. It was, you pump the air into the baby. So there, he died. Soon after I married Scott, I realized that I couldn't help him get control of his drinking, that he wasn't going to stop, and I realized that I made an awful, horrible mistake, but didn't do anything about it. I think that had a lot to contribute to it. Yes, I do. Because I wanted to get away, and that was the only outlet I had.
If she doesn't clean this place up, most likely the county will condemn the house and she'll lose everything.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Corey Chalmers, an extreme cleaner that specializes in biohazard and hoarding.
My name is Dr. Denora Nieves, and I'm a behavioral scientist.
Thank you all for being here. It's a big day for Linda. I want to ask why we're here.
You're here to help me, get this done so I can live a normal, decent life.
Okay. And how possible do you think that's going to be?
I think it's possible.
The sticking point is going to be you, decision-making, speed of decision-making, and what you want to keep. All right, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Let's go.
Let's get to work. Okay, so costume jewelry,
Want it.
want it?
All my jewelry.
Okay, that's
It's not-
easy.
It's not just
I know.
costume. It's
But that makes it easy, and that's what I want. I want to
not
establish all of
It's
this.
expensive costume jewelry. Well, I like this. I'm gonna, hang it up eventually for keys. That I will keep.
Okay, I'm going to start challenging you
Okay.
if we continue down this path, okay?
Okay.
Code enforcement is on their way here. They want to see the car. We need to empty it out real quick, okay?
Drag it over here to me. Just drag a whole bunch. Just drag it on the ground.
Calm down, calm down.
Am I over there? Thank you.
Linda, don't get
What?
nasty to us.
And especially
Okay.
not to the crew that's trying to help you. There's clothes that has mouse droppings on it. There's not a lot, but they are there.
You got my jewelry? Do not.
This is not jewelry. Calm
That's
down.
not jewelry. It looks like jewelry to me.
Jewelry? It looks like a worthless watch.
Give me my bag of jewelry. Yay, 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 yay. Gold Rolex. Come look at it. It's the real thing.
Needle in the haystack, they found it. Do you believe that
In
they'll search
here, I
stuff
had
now?
to take the thing out.
Okay. I am
Day
super
date.
happy.
God, they're worth about
found it.
$14,000 now.
Can we just go over what the violations actually are to make sure that we're all on the same page? The yard had to be mowed. Is this
The yard had to be mowed.
minus the trash?
It's
I know.
mowed.
Does the yard look
I couldn't even
okay?
walk through here, so that looks great.
Okay.
Everything looks,
So is that it? The car's the last
Mm-hmm.
piece?
Can
Right.
Corey call and have a scrapyard come get this car?
Yeah, for $250.
Awesome.
Okay.
Go for it. Did you hear that?
Yay,
Do you
yay,
think,
we
do you,
did
think
it.
you could get someone to do it for $250?
I will do my best.
Corey's gonna do his
I'll
best.
pitch in the difference as long as you're willing to let it go.
I apologize for having these violations.
I appreciate your coming in and resolving it today, and that's going to end this matter for today. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
All right.
cup. Everybody has plenty of these. It's trash.
Want it. Collect them. Give it to me. You know, get her away from me or I'm gonna walk off.
Can you extend a tidbit of grace?
Yeah.
Can you just extend her a tidbit of grace? That's a yes or no question.
Yes, I can. That pitcher, that bowl, that cup.
Take the wins. Here we go.
When we got here this morning, Zach was already cleaning, and as soon as he saw me, he was on attack, claiming that we are not moving fast enough, we're never gonna get done. He's frustrated, I get it, but don't attack the one person that's here to help you.
I'm familiar with cleaning.
And what happened when you tried it alone?
It's just slower because I'm by myself.
Right.
I was literally, I
So
had
we
her
have
help me a little
an
bit one
entire
day.
team here, and you keep going off on me. You don't want to piss me off because I'm on your side, okay? But the more you poke at me and say you guys are terrible and you're not doing your
I
job.
didn't say y'all are terrible.
But
I just
that's
said-
what I'm hearing
I just
when you
feel like
do
we're
that.
not doing a lot of cleaning. We're just
Right, because we're here to solve a bigger problem than just clutter. It's this.
And
It's
not
the
just that, but the
communication,
faster
it's
this
all of
meeting
this. And if this
goes.
is how you communicate, maybe that's part of the problem too. Maybe it's not just her, you all need to work on it. When you lash out at me because stuff's not getting done fast enough, do you think that motivates me? No, it pisses me off, just like when she talks to you that way. Come at me with respect. We are working our ass off. I do this for a living. We're gonna get this done, okay? That's all I'm asking
sorry
you.
for blowing up. I'm just, my blood pressure's
get
been
it.
high since yesterday, and I'm just having so much anxiety right now. It's just,
I get it. So let's regroup. Let's stop talking about it so we can get back in there and get the house empty.
yes, sir.
Keeping her in mind, okay? What do you want us to do with them before we leave? All of these ceramics and stuff. What's your plan with it?
All right, I'll get a very small storage.
What are you storing it for?
Because I want to sell it.
'Cause no one's gonna take it in this condition. And I don't want to get into a bickering match with you. I'm not
Yeah, I know.
lecturing you. I just want to honestly
I know.
understand your mindset on how you're gonna sell all this. Hello?
I don't know what you're.
I know, because you're not really paying attention.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
I know,
but
so
I
stop
can
and
only
have-
make a small amount.
have the
My
moment.
jewelry is expensive. I'm not going to make
I understand.
a small amount.
I'm talking about this stuff. This stuff that definitely needs to be cleaned. It's gonna be packed, it's gonna be wrapped up. Someone's gonna have to unpack it all, find it all in a storage unit with 30, 40 boxes, clean it all, and then sell it all. I don't see you doing that. Do you agree?
I don't know.
You don't know? All right, we're gonna go make some progress in the bigger picture.
So this was in one box, and I found all this gold here, and it's probably, I would say, $8,000 to $10,000 right here.
What would your estimate be in silver?
In silver?
Well, that's
Yeah, you
gone
would have
through.
to weigh it, but well, 16 ounces is a pound, and I don't know. There's so much here.
Well, there's still more in the bags over there, don't forget.
Oh my gosh.
We haven't gone through all this.
Right. So, I mean, it might be, $2,000 in silver, which is only, $24 an ounce.
How much was it in gold?
This pile right here, about 10 grand.
I think the silver's worth more too because it's something you're not
Well,
going to
some-
find
Plus,
online.
a lot of things are signed. So you were
She's
right.
giving you pure silver value, I think.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what it is if we stuck
If
it
it
on the
was melted
scale.
down,
Yep.
We don't have a lot of time left. The dumpster's actually getting picked up any minute, but it is completely full, and you can look at the top of it. It's overflowing. I had good news with the dumpster. You guys have great news over here, so let's see if this contractor can't give us a third bit of good news today.
In my opinion, I would gut the entire house to studs.
Yeah.
That includes the roof, the windows, all the doors, all the walls, the ceiling, insulation, everything. Where you're looking at block and maybe a couple walls. and do a complete rebuild. To do a complete rebuild, you're looking probably close to $450,000. It's not going to be, it's not cheap.
We weren't expecting it to be such a high price, and it really makes us have to consider, what are we actually going to do with this house?
Good morning, family. So you'll notice we're short 2 people today. Scott can't be here because he's at work, but hopefully we'll have him later today. And Corey, unfortunately, had a family emergency, couldn't be here, but we are in great hands because Lee is here. You know he's been working with us the entire time, and he's been leading the team as well. So are we good to go? Team ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
ready, absolutely.
Ready to
Everybody's energized for the last push and ready to go.
All right. I really, really want you to consider going into therapy.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay, good. I'm
Totally
glad to
agree.
hear that. I'm glad to hear that. So what I did was I found you a few in this zip code who will accept the Medicare, who use cognitive behavioral therapy, which is the best modality for hoarding. Yeah?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Look at you. Was that gratitude? Yes.
Well, I'm very
Yes.
grateful for everybody here and work so hard, all of you. And I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. This is really going to change my life for the better. Whoa. All cleared out.
I haven't seen this floor for decades.
It's a little different than when we started, no?
I estimate that we removed probably 20 to 24,000 tons of trash from here. It was a number of different full dumpsters. We cleaned 3 bedrooms. And 2 bathrooms. The living room, the kitchen. There's a little bit of the house yet to be done, the back porch and the garage, but for the most part, the house is clean.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's not pretty. We haven't had maid service come. There's none of that. But there are no dead animals. We can more or less breathe. Right? We're in here. I had a chance to talk to Linda earlier. I've asked her to consider going to individual therapy after this. She has agreed. She's excited to do that.
Yeah.
I've also suggested that you all go to counseling, to family therapy together. Okay? I think family therapy is very important for you. There's a child in the middle now that's gonna pick up all of the communication patterns that he hears. So if you all are ranting and raving and carrying on and disrespecting one another, guess who's coming up?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Think about him first from now on.
So just think about that and make sure that you all get to family therapy after this as well. Yeah?
I am so grateful to all of you. So grateful, more than you know. This is a really tough job. Everybody works so hard for me, and I appreciate it so much from my heartfelt. It's just wonderful what you did. I know there's a lot more to do, but oh my God, you did so much.